Thank you, Sam. Firstly, I would like to thank you for bringing together all of us on such an amazing platform with such an amazing, wonderful people. A year ago, I quit my corporate job and decided to take a road trip. I went through so many villages and countryside exploring the real essence of my country. I met several families
Sorry,
and
can you
saw
bring
the
the mic
conditions.
closer to, please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Yeah. I met several families and saw the conditions they lived in and how societal taboos have held the very basic rights to a healthy and sustainable living. As the century progresses, we see a dire need of a harmonious society, more livable and sustainable approach is needed in all endeavors of growth, and they have to be equitable. As rich in Indian culture, sadly as complex it is when it comes to individualism and personal growth, very little addressal is given to self-care and self-worth. Sorry, I have a PPT.
What's the issue? The slides, please, presentation. Control room.
No.
Control room, can we have the presentation up, please?
Okay. Okay, I'll proceed.
Please. Yes.
Yeah. So I joined Roundglass Foundation about a year ago when I got to know about the holistic impact they've made in bringing socio-economic change in the urban and rural communities. So it is a non-profit with principles of self-reliance, coexistence, and sustainability as foundations of our vision. So we're working in Punjab, which is a small state with 30 millions of people and over 12,500 villages. It is our belief that if we affect change and restore this state, any other city or state can replicate this model. So we strive to bring well-being and meaningfulness to the neglected, undereducated, and under-resourced societies by fostering grassroots social changes. We realize that in order to create impact from the roots for a socio-economic change and to make communities more livable and sustainable, we'll have to design programs that engages all age groups and brings reforms in holistic ways. An integral philosophy was needed, so we crafted programs for children and youth, women and men, community in whole that address sustainable development for an urban perspective. These are some of the initiatives. So I'm working on women well-being, which is my initiative. Along with other socio-cultural factors, the taboos about menstruation impact girls and women's emotional state, mentality, and lifestyle, and most importantly, health. Especially in rural India, majority of girls lack prior knowledge and education. About 25% of girls drop out of school with the onset of menstruation, which is alarming, thereby dropping out of education and employability. In our workshops, we help young women open up about their menstrual health and also help them understand it better and see it in a healthy way. We also create self-help groups for women. These groups are consequential in promoting economic growth for women stuck in a cycle of poverty in order to become financial contributors to their families and to the overall growth of the communities. For children and youth, we have set up These are our initiatives.
Can we adjust the timer as well, please?
Okay, it's okay. So
it's about 4 minutes. No. As in, it's 4 minutes now.
Okay.
Thank you. Please.
We have set up learn labs, maker spaces to nurture innovation and encourage entrepreneurship across youth in rural India. We have also set up sports centers to engage young people into sports, recreation, and healthy lifestyle.
Control room? Yep.
Sorry. Okay. So for community and environment, we have set up waste management programs that mobilizes, educates, and engages the community to adopt and maintain an accessible and well-utilized solid waste processing system. We are painting down the walls of villages to bring community art and inspiration in local folk. Through our plantation initiative, we are also engaging local community for planting more trees to bring a sense of ownership, belonging, and responsibility towards environment and ecology. For this, we work together with local authorities and eco-clubs as a collective responsibility. So the next initiative is organic farming. One of the sad side effects of green revolution that we saw in the 60s happening to our country was the toxication of groundwater due to the extreme and unconscious usage of pesticides. Cancer rates are higher than ever. So we decided to bring organic and natural ways of farming to these villages. Our team helps farmers take informed decisions about growing naturally with more holistic agricultural techniques. For any reform to happen, the form has to break, and it's challenging. We are talking about reforming societies, cities, cultures, and lifestyles. So a few of the challenges that I would like to mention here is impact measurement. Because of huge education gap and unawareness, it is very difficult to measure the impact of the work we are doing. The accuracy of impact is a huge challenge. The next thing, volunteers. To turn around such initiatives from maximum impact to maximum ground area, a huge force of self-driven volunteers is needed. Although we have volunteer programs with our foundation, but volunteer retention, training, incentivization is another big challenge we face. Capital is the biggest challenge. Most of these initiatives deal with thousands of people and hundreds of villages at scale, setting up skill development and training centers, maker spaces, labs, employment schemes. All of these are highly capital driven and would require not just one foundation like ours to achieve it, but many. So looking ahead, objective would be to 10x the impact through efficient scaling and collaborations. Through this stage, I would like to reach out to all of you, the advocates of sustainable growth, and learn from you on how you are solving your problems differently in gratitude and humility. I welcome you to India and invite you to join us in our campaigns because help needs no boundaries. I look forward to your suggestions, ideas, and support for our campaigns. Namaste.